Hey everyone, hope everyone's doing well, and welcome to another commentary video where I'll talk a little bit about my training and then some conceptual things with my training. So with this training session, I was doing some snatch doubles, and you'll see me repeat a weight a couple times, and snatches went pretty all right. I got up to 120 where I missed the second of the doubles, and then I repeated it just for a single, but I was having some issues with my left arm, not really hurting, which is very odd. Like, it didn't hurt at all, and you'll see like on my double at 110, the second rep, and then my failed rep at 120, like my left arm was just unlocking, but a lot of that's just a function of me doing a lot of tricep work on the previous day. So I was just very sore and just very fatigued from that work that I did the previous day, and push press work that I did yesterday as well. And that'll often be something you'll see in my training. Is why I don't like to post a ton is I'll have days like today where I can't clean and jerk anything respectable, and then like I'll have snatches that look like that, but it's not a bad training session. What the training session like this allows me to do is to inform what I need to do later in that week, and I kind of think week to week with my training, because the longer I think of my training, I just never adhere to whatever I plan in the long-term sense, just because I like to change and adapt as needs change as you move along. So what a training like a session like this does for me is it informs what I need to do later in this week within training, and it's just kind of how all my training goes. I come up with an idea of what I think I need to do, and then I see how it plays out, and then I analyze how that training session went, and then I figure out what I need to do later that week in order to improve at, in this case, doing doubles and getting better at the jerk and different things like that. But I try, and I'm not really that good at not really being mad at myself when I have a training session like this, and kind of understanding that when you are really sore and fatigued, that sometimes there's going to be ebb and flows to training throughout, especially, how hard I train and just how much stress I have, which is work and just different things like that. Like, sometimes things just aren't going to go well in training, and what I consider not well in training are sometimes people's best days, and very often were my best days previously, but I obviously always want to get better. So it's a good problem to have, but I need to get better at just realizing that, if clean and jerks don't go well on a day, then I just need to figure out why they didn't go well. And maybe like today, it's because I did a lot of work yesterday with my upper body, or it could just be a technical thing, or it could be a combination of both. But using a day like today where I was doing snatch doubles and the second rep was really difficult, to kind of realize that I just need to continue to do what I've been doing, a lot of snatch grip press work and just shoulder pressing and a lot of stuff like that, to continue to work on those areas. And it also tells me that a lot of the tricep work that I was doing yesterday, a lot of hypertrophy work of the tricep, is going to help me in the snatch, because you see how much of a detriment it was to my snatches today, like how much I was unlocking in the bottom of a snatch, shows me that I was fatiguing the correct area of my body in order to help stabilize that area. So it is like a very good thing to see that. And it's also, obviously, it's good not to get hurt, so it's good to see that and not really hurt yourself. Thankfully, like, nothing hurt after that. It was just like muscular failure that unlocked my arm. Thankfully, I didn't have anything weird where it snapped in a different way. It just, have your arm fully extended, and it went from being fully extended to not. Kind of a similar thing happened with clean and jerks, where I was doing a 2 plus 2 attempted, and you see like the 121, I did the 2 cleans, and the first jerk was I just missed it. And I took too long to rest from the 101 up to the 121, which is part of it, but also like it just felt really heavy, which is really bizarre because I clean and jerk 150 the other day. So it isn't like my jerks haven't been going well. So it's just, it shows that, again, the tricep work and a lot of the hypertrophy work and the pressing work is going to benefit my jerk because of how much of a detriment it was the next day. And that's kind of something that you can see. It's like, is this accessory good or is this accessory bad? Well, how much does it absolutely destroy you in the next training session can often be a very good indicator of, wow, this is really good. I need to make sure I do this more, because it is really destroying my body in a very positive way. And not like you're in pain, but like you're muscularly, if that's a word, failing in the movements in the way that you don't want to fail. But like, I have to get better at realizing that, because very often I'll have a day like this and I'm like, I don't want to talk, I don't even want to look at any of the videos or delete all the files, and it's like, this just sucked, and I'll be annoyed. But really, it's like, this is what allows me to program for myself, because you have days like this after doing different amounts of volume or exercises, and it allows you to inform your training so you're able to figure out what you need to do. Because if you can't figure out, if you're just arbitrarily picking exercises and different weights, like, you don't really learn anything with your training. It's through the failures and through things that are struggles that you learn the most. And I suppose that's a good antidote for life in general. But it is a very true thing with training. If like everything went perfect, you would never change anything because you wouldn't need to. But when there's trials and tribulations and whatever is going on with your training, it shows you what you need to work on and what's failing. Because maybe for some people, it's the pull on the snatch that gets really weird when they do a lot of volume in different ways, or different things can break down for different people. And for me, it's a lot of the upper body stuff I need to continue to do. And thankfully, it just shows that I need to continue to do what I have been doing, and I haven't been neglecting it. I'm very proud to say, but I just need to continue to hammer that stuff. And that's what a lot of this training session shows is, man, tricep work gonna be massive for me to improve and just to do that all the time. And thankfully, I'm dumb enough to continually to break myself in a very similar way, in the sense that I'm gonna do a lot of tricep work because I see that I need to do it. And so, 1 second. I will just do that quite a bit. So that's the video for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this little commentary about my training session and how I come up with some of my exercises. Hopefully I'm able to do these more consistently, because I do drive home 30 minutes from the gym, and now that it's winter, I'm going to be driving home every single day. So I need to figure that stuff out. Megan's getting concerned that I'm sitting in my car, so I'm going to wrap this up and get this edited. So hopefully you enjoyed this, and maybe this will make some good content, like the Ivan Squat Everyday guy, where you just sit and listen to it off to the side as my different training lifts are happening, because you don't want to look at them because sometimes they look kind of crappy. So anywho, I'll talk to you all in the next one, and hopefully it will be a pretty quick video, or a quick turnaround, I should say. Not a lot of time in between videos, if I am well motivated to do that. But with that being said, thank you all if you've made it this far watching, and leave a comment if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Peace.